There's my dad, 84 years old, driving his tractor across the valley. Hey guys, it is Friday. Hope everybody's having a great week. We're winding down, getting ready to go into the Christmas holiday. Actually, it's Friday, so it is a Christmas holiday. All right, so we are going to move on with this sign. I got a lot to do actually on this video. A couple things first. First one is, you guys just saw Dad on the tractor. I'm going to put that little clip. That was about 3 days after he obliterated his thumb, which we showed kind of earlier, a couple weeks ago. Yeah, 3 days later, he needed to drive his tractor clear across the valley, like 20 miles across the valley to get new tires on it. And he's out there, and I'm following in the pickup, making sure he's not breaking down. Anyway, it was kind of a cool little clip of Dad. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I get a lot of requests from, like, where's your dad? Anyway, so that's that. Also, I was talking to somebody on the phone the other day, and this brought up a really good point. About a week and a half ago, I think in the middle of the week, I did this little video on how you know when your bits are dull, how it has that real shiny right on the cutting edge. Well, here's what I suggested, and it just kind of came out of a suggestion on the phone. A guy said he had some new bits that I had just sharpened for him, but he thinks one of the bits that he's got is getting dull. And I said, perfect. So take your new bits. So if you have new bits or ones that have just been sharpened, you can compare the two. So look at those, because sometimes that shiny edge, if you're not used to what you're looking for, it might be kind of confusing what you are actually looking for. So take new bits and get a jeweler's loop or some cheaters or something, some way you can magnify and look at what a brand new edge looks like, and then now look at your other edges that you think are getting dull, and you'll see a huge difference between the two, and that shiny right on the cutting edge. That will help you kind of get it straight in your mind what you're looking for. Anyway, that just kind of came out of a conversation. I thought that might be useful for you guys. So let's get into this. Here's what I want to do. So now one of the bad things about carving through the vinyl is you don't have a real actual depth of where you're at. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to carve all of my lines a little bit deeper. And what I need, another disadvantage of carving through the vinyl, you can see spots like this and like here where I didn't finish the lines because the vinyl was kind of obscuring my vision. There are some other spots too. I'm spitting on the board. Sorry about that. I'm excited. I want to get at it.
He's on a roll today.
Yeah, I'm on a roll today. Anyway, I didn't mean to spattle on the board. Anyway, so that'll rub right out.
Like your mom said, good for the carpet.
Yeah. My mom used to drop cigarette ashes. She was a smoker. And she used to drop cigarette ashes on the carpet once in a while. And she would always say, rub it in, it's good for the carpet. So that's kind of it's an old joke. Anyway, that was the kind of housekeeper my mom was. Anyway, I digress. So I need to finish up some of these lines. And then I'm going to go back and carve some of these. And then I'm going to go back and you can see I've already started kind of drawing where I need to do my shadow. Oh, again, in case you guys aren't used to it, I always keep a printout of what I want this thing to look like when it's all carved. So I've got this printout here, so you can see I've already kind of drawn with a little ballpoint pen, drawn where I want my shadow on those letters. So anyway, let's get after this thing. What? Oh, yeah. Vicky said, well, what's those dots? I've got a dot here, I've got a dot here, dot here. That's just where I was checking the depth of my router. I know this is all going to be clean up. It's all going to be cut away. I know this is going to be cut away. This is going to be cut away. So I pick a spot to see how wide it cuts, someplace that I know is going to be all carved away. So in case you guys were wondering, because Vicky sure was wondering, what the heck are all those dots in there? Anyway, all right, so let's get after this. We've got lots of stuff to do here. And I'm not going to do this all real time. I'm just going to give you an idea of what I am doing and do some of it off camera. Bless you.
Darn sawdust.
Dang gum sawdust. All right, let's see here. All right, so again, I want to finish up, and I'm going to probably start on this end and just kind of work my way over every place. Oh, the other thing that I've got to do, dang, I almost forgot, is if you look at this logo, the width of this, which is going to be cut away, this will be inset, this will be outset basically. This width needs to match this width, and it doesn't on my deal here. What do I do with my little straight edge? There it is. So what I want to do is this line has to measure up with this line over here. So I need to cut this a little bit wider. It's not that big a deal, but it is to me because I want it to be right. So what I was doing when that vinyl was in the way, so that this line lines up with that line, that was something that really stood out to me, and I wanted to get that fixed. So actually, I think I'll just start with that. And I've got my bit set at about 1/8 of an inch. I've already checked it. Same profile bit we used before. So there's a really good tip for you guys. You saw this thing kind of went squirrely on me when I first started to cut that. In fact, I need to go back and clean that up again. It's still a little bit squirrely there. It started to kind of go squirrely on me, so I really wanted it to be able to know exactly where that line is. So you see I rotated the board to where I'm looking straight down that line. So if you guys need to do that, and I've had that question before, if you guys need to do that, you can turn this sign all the way around and get it the best angle that you can for the vision that you need. Alright, I'm going to set it a little bit deeper. Thicken up these lines.
Trying to keep up with you, bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, I am. Now go back over these soft teeth here. Okay, I think you guys can kind of get an idea. So what I want to do is I want to go and I want to thicken all these lines up. I'm going to do that here. Now the biggest reason that I'm doing it in here and in here, because this is all going to be cut away. So when we come back, I'll have had all these lines kind of cleaned up. I've got to straighten out a few of these lines here. Again, that's the thing about the vinyl, is you don't know exactly where you're at. And I want this thing to be absolutely as sharp as it can be. So I'm going to have to thicken all these lines, and maybe straighten up the top of these letters a little bit. So I'm going to take care of that off camera, and then when I come back, we'll go ahead and do the shadow on these and then on these, and then we'll just take it one step at a time and move on. We're back. Okay, so what I've done here, Vicky is being a goof again, but I'm not going to say anything.
Don't blame me.
All right, so what we've got, I've thickened all my lines, and I've taken my little pin and I've drawn around where I want my shadow on the letters. Around here, and around there, and around there. So we are going to do that right now. Turn this around. I think I have to set my bit a little bit deeper. All situated here. Did you turn the timer on, baby?
No.
Oh, okay.
I did now.
There we go. We like to try and keep a timer so we know when we hit the hour mark. It seems. Gosh, we've been making some long videos. All right, so let me turn my octopus on. There we go.
You'll be taken in so many different ways.
Oh, be nice. Gosh, you're going to get us banned.
Now you're the one thinking.
All right, so I'm just moving on here. I'm going to go ahead and do my shadows here. These are a little bit tricky because these letters are so close. When you look at the printout, there's a lot of space in between these letters. There's a lot of white. But, you know, when you're actually cutting them outset, not so much. So a lot of these are going to kind of run in together. But I'm just going to go ahead and cut that fat line anyway. Here we go. Gotta go deeper. I think you guys can get the hang of what I'm doing here, so I'm going to go ahead and just finish this up. This is where it gets kind of tricky in here. It looks like, yeah, that needs to be cleaned out, but that's got to stay white. This piece has to stay white because that's kind of in between the sawtooth. That's got to stay white. So it gets a little confusing in this area right here, but I think I got a pretty good handle on it. But I'm going to go ahead and finish these up off camera, and we'll be right back. All right, so I've done that. I went ahead and made my fat lines around there. It was really kind of tricky, guys, because there's not as much room as there is on the actual printout, which seems kind of odd since it's, you know, blown up 200%, but that's just the way it is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Sharpie, and I want to make sure that I actually cut away the stuff that that is going to be, I'm going to mark the stuff that needs to be black. So, and especially through this area where all of the concentration is. So that this little piece has to be black. That little piece is going to stay white because that's here. I don't know if you're down on it. That little piece right in the corner of the D, that stays white. This stays white. That stays white. That stays white. That goes black because that's a tooth right there. So I'm going to make that black. So I've got to, you know, take that out. That's going to go black. This piece is going to stay white. That's white. That, I need to cut that out. So that's going to be black. This little piece is that white piece right there, so that's going to stay white, but this is all going to be cut away. Anyway, I think you guys can kind of, that's all going to be cut away. That piece there in the middle of the P, as much as I want to take that out, it's not supposed to be, so I'm going to leave it. Let's see. So then all of this is going to be black. All of this is going to be black in here. Obviously this and that and all of that, all of that, all of that. That's pretty much so. The teeth, of course, are going to be all cut away. That's pretty much self-explanatory. This piece is going to be white, but this is all going to be cut out. So we'll mark that. That's going to stay white, black all around it. That's going to be white. All of this is going to be black. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. This is it for today, guys. So, Monday is Christmas. So we are not going to post a video on Christmas. Probably Christmas and New Year's. We probably, even though those are both Mondays, we're not going to post videos on Christmas and New Year. Ugh, my sinuses are going. So, anyway, guys, I want to say a personal thank you from me and from Vicky and from Dad. What a fantastic year we had. Made so many great new friends. We have so much to be thankful for. All of you guys watching and all the support and all the comments and all the likes and just all of it. I'm just blown away with the kindness and just great support that you guys have given us through the year. We just have so much excitement and expectation for this next year. So thank you again for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please share this video if it was helpful. If you know somebody that wants to learn how to do this, please share it with them. Don't forget, if you need any supplies, all the links are down below to the Amazon video 241, and then of course our router bits and all that. We got some really exciting stuff coming up this next year. So, but we will jump back on this. We will get this, all the background done and the border done, hopefully on Wednesday. Right, Wednesday and Friday. I'd love to be able to get it wrapped up by Friday. We'll just have to kind of play it by ear and see. Anyway, guys, thanks again. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas.
And we hope you guys get everything you want for Christmas and more. And you're surrounded by your loved ones, because we will be. So everybody, we'll see you on Wednesday, which will be, what, the 27th?
Yeah, I think it's the 27th.
27th. Thanks, guys. Bye.